Hey, everybody, JoJo Williams here. Hello, Team Legend. I'm here with Rockstar Team Legend leaders Damien Callias, also known as Mr. Cardeem, and Jordan Simmons. And we're really excited to bring a training to you today to just talk about the power of gather and grow. I know a lot of you are working hard to build your Jeunesse business. I know, hold on a second. I had a little back feed there. Sorry about that, guys. So, I know a lot of you are also racing to Sapphire to earn that $6,000 bonus that's on the table right now. And so we wanted to get this together and have this quick training. We promise not to take up a lot of your time. We know your time is valuable, but we wanted to help you with some suggestions on ways that are going to help you build fast and build strong, and keep in mind, your volume requirements and all that good stuff for you racing to Sapphire. And it's been my experience in this industry that the best way to grow is to gather and grow, especially when you want to build a team fast. To get a lot of people in a room, or even a small amount of people in a room, but to get people in a room to do home parties, to host events, is a great way to build your business. That's how we gather and grow, to be able to present to more than one person at a time. And there's a lot of value in building a local team. And the reason why these two leaders are on here is because, man, oh man, if there's one thing these guys know how to do, it's rock out building a local team. Throwing events, 3-foot rule. So you're going to hear all these topics in a quick half hour with some really good nuts and bolts how-to, so you can apply this in your business. And so first, I'm going to just jump right in here and talk a little bit about home parties, throwing a home party. And I brought Jordan on the line to really talk about that because he is the master of events. He actually throws events. That's his background is all about arranging events for other companies. So it's no surprise that he's in this industry and also rocking out doing events. Himself and a few of his team members already rocked out one really great event, a big event. Industry leader, our TTO team leader, Cedric Harris, Diamond Director, flew in for that. So that kind of gives you an idea of the credibility that these guys have in putting together events. So he's going to share with you a couple simple things he does when throwing a home party, and an event. He's done both in his career. Jordan, go ahead and take it away, buddy. Share with everybody what you do.
Awesome. Thank you, JoJo. How's everybody doing? Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I feel that home events are the perfect way to build your business. Not only is it local and you're building a culture, it's very personal, and it duplicates. It duplicates better than anything, in my opinion. And, first thing you want to do is invite people over to your house. You don't have to invite 100 people. You don't have to invite 200 people. 5 to 10 people. Tell them that you have a product that you're bringing to the marketplace, and you'd really just like their opinion on it. And from there, you can have a cookout, wine and cheese, beer and pizza, whatever it might be. And once you have those people over, what you want to do is show them the product. You want to have somebody there that you can demonstrate the product on, and from there, they're going to be wowed. Then you want to show them the video. I've been showing the 14-minute video, but right now, JoJo and Jack and Damien have been working on putting together a new video that we're going to be able to use that really simplifies everything. And after that, you can call your upline. You can have them on a phone call or do a Skype call. I feel Skype's the best because they can see who your upline is, that they're a regular person, just like you and me, and that's the best way. And they're going to close them right then and there. And from there, when somebody jumps on board, you want to do a home event at their house, because people only feel comfortable in places that they know. And you just continue to do that. You continue to do home events and home events and home events. Every time someone signs up, do a home event, and you grow that way. And that's what I feel is the best. I've been promoting events and throwing my own events for about 3 years now. I've been in the entertainment industry. It's definitely a lot different, but it's the same. It's just, I network with people, and that's one of the amazing things about it. I love throwing events. I love entertaining people, and it's just something I really enjoy. And, the number one thing I feel with this industry is throwing events and promoting events. So it's definitely one of my skills.
It sure is one of your skills. As a matter of fact, Jordan is a great example. For those of you who don't know, he's definitely a leader in the team. He came on board and just started building fast and strong. Him and Damien and other leaders in their team are just rocking it out. He also has a baby daughter that he gets to spend a lot of time at home with because of having that entrepreneurial mindset. You know, he was talking about getting people to go together at your home, and that's really powerful. You know, I know a lot of people have done wine and wrinkle parties, and foundation of youth parties and youth fountain parties, and so forth. And I want to take you into a state of visualization for a moment. I want you to imagine, say you have 6 or 8 of your closest girlfriends sitting around the table with you, and you're enjoying a nice dinner party, and you say, hey, I've got something I want to show you guys. And you pick the woman at the table with the most wrinkles or the biggest bags under her eyes and do a demo at the table right there in front of everybody of that instantly ageless, taking those bags or wrinkles away in under 2 minutes. We have a product that closes itself, that sells itself. And I always lead directly into the Luminous and our other products, that everything we have shows results within a short period of time, and that's really valuable when you're working with products like that. So take that visualization and imagine that you've got your room full of people and you're presenting your video, and you're closing out. These guys, they always close out, get me on a Skype or one of the other leaders on the team on a Skype to close out the party. And but you're doing live demos with a product that shows results instantly. That is so powerful. Now, throwing parties at other people's houses is a great one too, and I'm going to give you an example. I've been networking a lot locally within my community. As those of you who follow my journey know, I'm on a big weight loss journey, going to the gym 3 times a week, getting out there in the community, and I've got this group of new friends I call my locker room ladies. They're awesome, and I was actually invited to one of their houses for New Year's Eve, had a really cool time. And I just asked her on Friday after our swim class, while we were getting ready in the locker room, hey, would you mind, Judy, throwing a party for me at your house? Invite some of your friends, and you could get some free product and save some money, and introduce these products to your friend. Now, she's already tried a week worth of the serum samples. She knows the product works. Her skin is looking amazing. She wants more. So she's happy to throw a party, and she's not even signed up yet. So definitely take advantage of not only setting up your own party, and I encourage you to get in touch with your upline leader and say, I'm doing a party on this day. But to also network to your hot and warm market and ask them, would they be willing to host a party for you for maybe some free products or a discount on some? Get out there and get those parties going, get in front of people. Now, another thing that's really valuable that I really want to turn over to Mr. Carpe Diem, Mr. Seize the Day, is that 3-foot rule, because he is one of the very few people who I've met in the industry who's as bold as me when it comes to talking to literally everybody in your life. He's also really, really talented at merging everything in his business and his personal, and it's all combined. He doesn't compartmentalize it like I can only think about promoting my Jeunesse business when I set these hours aside. Like, no, everything meshes together, and if you get within shouting distance of this guy, you're going to hear something from him. Damien, please share with everybody what it is that you do and why you feel so confident in doing it and the amazing results you're getting.
Hey everybody, it's Damien. Just wanted to go ahead and first and foremost, thank you for allowing me to come on to this Google Hangout. And the first thing that you need to do is just be a friendly person. That's the first thing that you need to do. Just be very, very, very friendly. One of the things that I do is I'm the general manager of LA Fitness, which is a very large gym franchise. I'm around people all day long. And I get to work every morning at about 8 a.m. and I don't get home till sometimes 10, 11 o'clock p.m. So what I do is that I piggyback what I'm doing in network marketing on top of everything else. I don't think that most people think that this takes a lot of time, but it really doesn't if you do it properly. So what I'm doing is I'm having conversations with people anyway, all day, every day. And in those conversations, I'm finding out about them. Basically what I'm doing is I'm forming people. I'm talking to them about their family, their occupation, their recreation, their motivation. And in talking to them or forming them, I learn more about that person. And then there comes a certain part in the conversation where I'm going to ask that person 3 questions that was taught to me by probably one of the most well-respected and I guess for lack of a better word, famous people in network marketing, and that's Lisa Grossman. Lisa taught me to ask 3 questions. The conversation might go a little something like this. You might be getting to know that person and talking about their family or maybe the last vacation they went on, and then you get to the job point. And usually, when people start talking about their jobs, and sort of the truth comes out about how happy they really are. As fun as my job is here, I feel like I'm bottled up. So I guess I'm a very free-spirited person. So being in a building or an office is definitely not fitting my personality. So one of the things that I always talk to people about, and the first question that Lisa asks is, are you happy? Are you happy doing what you're currently doing? I mean, are you seriously fulfilled? I mean, do you feel like you're getting fulfillment from what you're doing currently? Chances are the answer is going to be no. As a matter of fact, probably 9 out of 10 times the answer is going to be no. So then the next question should be, well, what's your plan? Do you have a plan? Most people don't have a plan. Sadly, but they don't have a plan. And then after that, the next question is, hey, would you like to see one? Would you like to see a plan? I have a plan. Would you like to see mine? And then after that, you should always say, you know what I have probably isn't for you. But if you see it the way that I do, chances are we can do some really special things together. But if you don't, I'm still going to go ahead and support you in whatever it is that you do. Because I know leaving this conversation right here, you're going to go find your plan. You'll find your plan. I know you will. And I'm going to support you in that. So having that conversation over and over and over and over and over again with the right people, there's no way that you cannot build a solid team locally in your area. So, as JoJo was saying, one of the things that I do is I utilize the 3-foot rule. Every single person that I meet throughout the day, my first thing to do is find out about them. I'm not going to be the one doing all the talking. I'll be the one doing all the question asking. And then that's going to give me enough information about them to then say, well, hey, are you happy there? Do you keep your options open? What's your plan? Most people don't have a plan. So then that's when you insert, would you like to see one? And that's pretty much what I do all day, every day. As I'm sitting here at this club that I work at, that's what's on my mind all day long. Who could I possibly speak to? What 5 or 10 minute window do I have to go start a conversation with somebody, or maybe insert Janess somewhere, or whatever network marketing company you're working in. So it's just a matter of knowing that this doesn't have to be time consuming. I mean, you can do this at the grocery store, you can do it at the bookstore, you can do it at the coffee shop, you can do it at the workplace, you can do it wherever there are people that have faces. And as long as you know people that have faces, you can definitely build this thing one day at a time, one person at a time, and eventually you're going to find the right person. That's all I got, JoJo.
Thank you so much, Damien. You rock. And I agree. Anybody who's been in public with me knows that I make friends everywhere I go, and my focus is always on making friends. Some people are going to join my business, some people aren't, but I love making friends in and out of the industry, and those friendships can lead into business partnerships. So a couple tips. We're going to do some more specific, like how to invite training videos. You're going to see a lot of videos coming out on the Team Legend YouTube channel. So make sure that you get subscribed, Team Legend. You want to be subscribed to that YouTube channel because you're going to start finding all of our Team Legend trainings in one place instead of kind of scattered around. You know, we're kind of regrouping and organizing things, but you're going to see some really specific, you know, how to invite, how to present, all of these videos coming out. But I want to give you some quick tips. You know, we just wanted to get this out here so you guys know, because I know you're racing for that $6,000 bonus. The best way to do it right now would be to gather and grow, to get more people in front of you, to get those parties going, and you still have plenty of time to make that happen. Okay, now when you're inviting to people, I'm going to tell you right now, don't create a Facebook page and invite 400 friends. Don't do that. Everybody makes that mistake the first time. I did, so if you've done that, you can laugh with me about that. You don't want to do that. You want to create either an Evite or a Facebook group where you invite people to your event, but you want to actually get on the phone, or at the very, very least, get into Messenger with these people and actually get a confirmation from them before adding them to the group that they're going to go. And I'll tell you why you do that. If you have 400 people invited to an event and only 2 people have confirmed that they're going, your party doesn't look like a lot of fun. And when people see that event, they want to see that other people are going, and it needs to look like a lot of fun. You know, that makes sense, right? So you definitely want to get those confirmations before you add them to the event page where they can get updates and information and stay current, and plus get those Facebook alerts or those Evite alerts. Those are great, valuable tools, but that is not the only way to invite. You've got to actually talk to people, get them on the phone. Okay, that's always the best way to get somebody to verbally commit. Also, you want to follow up. You know, the day before the event, you want to call and remind them, oh, hey, you're coming. And you could even ask them to bring something to the party. You know, if you're having a, you know, a grill out party, ask them to bring some hot dog buns. Or if you're going to be, you know, doing the Zen body thing and making shakes, and, you know, if you're running with that, because I know a lot of us are right now, ask them to bring a bag of ice. When you get somebody to commit to bringing something and they feel like, wow, I need to show up because they're counting on me to bring this item, I don't want to mess up their party, again, they're more likely to show up, right? And keeping that contact going with people is really valuable. So, and make your event fun. Make it fun. Give yourself 15 minutes in the beginning to mingle, and then get started with the presentation, because you can hang out afterwards, you know, and it's smoozing and woozing, but you give 15 minutes and then start the event. You never punish people who show up on time for people who are late. You just don't do it. You want to reward.
Can I insert something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Lisa Grossman also told me at a house party, you should get up and begin the house party with, are you happy? Do you have a plan? Well, you're about to see one.
Ooh, I love that. That is great. Thank you. That's
how all of the home parties should be started off. You welcome everybody, and then you start talking about you start getting them visual about, hey, do you have a plan? Seriously, get real with yourself for a second. Are you happy? Are you living exactly the quality of life that you desired, that you envisioned for yourself, and that you believe that you know you deserve? Mm-hmm. You know, and then the other part is the if I would you invite. If I showed you something that could help you create control, security, time freedom, and financial freedom, which eventually would lead to you living a fulfilled life, that would be something that you would want, right? That would be something that would interest you, wouldn't it? So when inviting to the party and while at the party, you want to utilize 2 tools. Number 1 is going to be Lisa's approach in the 3 questions, and the other one to get people to the party and while at the party. If I would you. If I would you.
I love it. Great information, Damien. Thank you so much. You rock. So there you have it, guys. You've got some tips on how to get started. Pick your date. Plan your party. Get in front of people that maybe you haven't reached out to and introduced your amazing opportunity to, shared the products with. Start working locally. And I'll tell you, I really see the value for you in building a local team. I'll tell you, these guys that I've got on here with me, they build local like crazy. They are just tearing up Pensacola, Florida, and New Orleans, and all the greater areas around there. And I've been down there, seen them in action. There's a lot of value in local team building because you have that relationship, that bond that you can't necessarily always form online, meeting people online. So definitely advise that you get that party date set. If you have any questions on that, reach out to any one of us. Our phone numbers are in Team Legend. Contact information, Facebook links, all of that right in the pinned post. And make sure you get subscribed to our YouTube channel. Gentlemen, do you have anything else you'd like to add before we go?
Yes, I do, JoJo. I definitely want to stress having what I call a DMO, a daily method of operations. For me, I've set daily minimum goals of exposures that I have to hit on a daily basis. Otherwise, I did not work my business, and I'm not like a business. So if you're running for Sapphire right now, that needs to be a lot higher than it normally would be, because we have a time period on when this ends. So I don't know what it is for you, but for me, I've got X amount of exposures I got to do. I've got X amount of calls I got to do. I've got X amount of videos I've got to get out to people. Your business has to be measurable. Just like Shell knows the amount of oil that's going to be produced tomorrow and consumed tomorrow, your business has to be measurable, and you have to be able to predict these things. Any business that's not predictable, any business that's not quantifiable, you don't have a business.
True story. True story. Jordan, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Yeah, I just want to, share that it's really important to invite the right people, to invite, leaders, that's, I can't stress that enough.
People with reach.
People with reach, people with influence. You definitely want to reach some people with influence, and don't be scared. You definitely want to make this a fun thing. And, the more events you do, the better results. And just continue to do them. Don't get discouraged. Just keep going, keep rocking it out, and let's do this, guys. I mean, this is we're all here, we're all a team, and let's build this together. You got my full support. You got my phone number in Team Legend. You got JoJo. You got Damien, and I'll do a step-by-step exactly how to invite, exactly how to present and everything. All you have to do is call me. We'll walk through this. We'll put it on paper, and it doesn't matter if you're in my downline, upline, sideline. We're gonna do this, guys.
I love that mindset. We really are one team, right? All for one, one for all. And one more thing before we go that I want to point out that, my personal mentor and sponsor, Cedric Harris, taught me was it doesn't matter if one person shows up to your party or 100. Talk to the room like there's always 100 people in the room. Treat that one guest because it really only takes one. Right, guys? It takes one. So don't be disappointed if a lot of people don't show up to your first party. Keep throwing them. And I love what Jordan said about moving from house to house. Somebody joins your team, get them to set the date for their event or party and move to their house next. But always treat that guest or 5 guests or 10 guests the same as you would if there was a room full of 100 with excitement, because it only takes the right one person to join your team. Most people in this industry are literally one person away from success. All right, well, thank you so much. We know that
One last thing, JoJo. Something else Cedric would say. You want to gauge your income. How many living rooms will you be in 2016? How many living rooms are you going to be in 2016? And how many miles will you put on your vehicle in 2016? Or how many miles will you fly in 2016? All of that is in direct proportion to your income. In 2015, I didn't do enough. 2016, I'll be burning it from both ends.
I agree, Damien. I definitely am too. And guys, also, it's a perfect time to sell your samples. Okay, you can definitely sell a lot of samples, make it worth it. If you're buying food, those samples can pay for your groceries that you spent. So.
True story, and I'm actually saving a lot of money on groceries because I'm doing the Zen Project 8 and pre-cooking all my food for the week. So, and man, I love that you guys brought that up. Thank you so much. And here's the deal, you guys. Cedric is a monster. Okay, Cedric gets on a plane pretty much every other day. He's in the air. He is in somebody's living room at somebody's event. And I know some of you might look at that and go, I don't have that freedom, or I don't have the money to do that yet. And that's okay. But look at the example that Cedric sets by doing that. You don't have to fly across the country like he does yet. If that's not in the cards for you, that's okay. Walk across the street. Drive around the corner. Do what he does on a smaller scale. It's still the same impact. Do it in your community. Do what you can do, because you can only do what you can do, but we can always do more than we think we can. And I'm right with you guys. I took that personal self-inventory of 2015 and decided where I needed to apply more in 2016 and some of the stuff I could do less of. You know what I mean? So 2016 is definitely our year. 2015 was a warm-up, and we've done very, very amazing. Team Legend, congratulations. You alone, our team alone, generated well over $1 million in sales within Jeunesse in the year of 2015. So we're definitely doing something right. We've got a lot of good things going on, and those of us who are going to run with this are going to see 2016 really, really happen in a bunch of different ways. Year 2 is always new growth, always big things, you know. So thank you for joining us today. We promised to keep this under a half hour for you guys, and we kept our promise. We know your time is valuable. We look forward to setting a set date and time where you can count on these hangouts and showing up at the same time every week. But you're also going to see a lot of trainings start getting uploaded onto that YouTube channel that you're about to be subscribed to if you haven't done it already. You guys have an amazing day. We love you all.